When was the last time you walked past a bakery and didn't glance inside? Had just one chocolate and actually stopped? That's not a failure of willpower. That's your biology working exactly as designed. Right now, dozens of sweet foods are within a 5-minute walk. Your ancestors would have risked their lives for what you consume in your morning coffee. Why do we crave sugar so intensely? The answer is written in your DNA, coded by millions of years of evolution. Rewind 200,000 years. You're a hunter-gatherer in East Africa facing daily uncertainty. You don't know where your next meal is coming from. Then you find berries or honey. Your body doesn't just want this, it demands it. Every cell screams, "Eat this now!" Here's why. Sugar is pure energy. Research in Quarterly Review of Biology shows sweet taste evolved to identify energy-rich foods. One handful of fruit provided more calories than a day of eating leaves. This wasn't luxury, this was survival. Your brain developed a reward system. When you eat sugar, dopamine floods your brain. Research in neuroscience and biobehavioral reviews shows sugar activates the same pathways as social bonding and addictive drugs. You eat sugar, dopamine surges. You feel good. Your ancient brain creates a powerful memory. Sweet equals survival. Do this again. Your body developed fat storage for feast or famine cycles. The thrifty gene hypothesis explains this. Ancestors best at storing fat survived famines and passed on those genes. You carry them now. For millions of years, this worked perfectly. Sugar was rare. Craving it was adaptive. Your sweet-loving ancestors survived. And then, everything changed. Fast forward through 10,000 years. In evolutionary terms, this happened in a blink. Your biology hasn't changed. Your genes are virtually identical to hunter-gatherers, but your environment? Completely different. Today, you're surrounded by unlimited concentrated sugar. Not fruit or honey, but sugar, extracted, refined, and engineered into thousands of products. This is sugar warfare. Fruit contains natural sugars with fiber that slows absorption and creates satiety. But processed sugar is stripped of everything except calories. Your blood sugar spikes, crashes, and your brain demands more sugar. The food industry triggers your evolutionary reward system on purpose. Journal of Nutrition research shows manufacturers add sugar to 75% of packaged foods, even healthy ones. Food scientists identify the Bliss Point, the precise sugar amount that maximizes consumption. They engineer foods to hijack your dopamine system, triggering the ancient pathway that kept your ancestors alive. The mismatch is brutal. You have hunter-gatherer programming in unprecedented abundance. Your body stores fat for a famine that'll never come. Your brain chases dopamine from a resource now dorsally from survival. Your ancestors earned sugar through effort and rarity. You consume more before lunch than they ate in a week. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because your ancient brain cannot comprehend this reality. What happens when you see a donut? Your brain is not only one system, it's multiple systems in conflict. With sugar, the ancient system usually wins. Your prefrontal cortex thinks about the future. I shouldn't eat this cookie. This rational mind developed recently, within the last few 100,000 years. But your limbic system, millions of years old, operates on simpler logic. Immediate reward equals survival. When it sees sugar, it doesn't think, it acts. Research by Roy Baumeister shows willpower is limited. You make these decisions dozens of times daily. By day's end, your rational brain is tired. Your ancient brain takes over. This is why you're most vulnerable, when you are stressed or tired. Are you doomed to ancient programming? No, but winning requires understanding the game. You're not fighting lack of discipline. You're managing a biological system designed for a different world. You can't override biology through willpower alone, but you can work with it. Here are strategies based on science. 1. Environment design. Cornell research shows we eat more when treats are visible. Don't keep processed sweets in sight. Reduce battles your rational brain must fight. 2. When craving sweetness, try fruit. Berries, apples, dates deliver sweetness with fiber and nutrients. They satisfy ancient cravings without blood sugar crashes. 3. Eat protein and fats with meals. Journal of Nutrition shows these slow digestion and stabilize blood sugar. When stable, you don't get cravings that hijack decision-making. 4. Practice awareness, not judgment. Before reaching for sugar, pause 10 seconds. Notice, are you hungry? Stressed? Bored? Awareness gives your rational brain a chance to engage. You're not broken. You're not lacking willpower. You're a biological organism adapted to an environment that no longer exists. That's not moral failure. That's mismatch. Next time you crave sugar, maybe you'll recognize the dopamine surge, an ancient survival signal in the wrong context. Understanding this gives you agency to work with invisible forces instead of feeling controlled. Your brain is ancient. Your world is new, but your choices are yours. Now you know why the battle feels hard and how to fight with wisdom instead of just willpower. Maybe the real lesson isn't about sugar. It's understanding we're all carrying ancient programming, doing our best in a modern world, making choices that honor both who we were and who we want to become. See you at the next tribe meeting!